Welcome to Small Business University Online, powered by Small Business Expo, America's largest business trade show and conference for small business owners. Please be sure to check out our complete webinar schedule and all on-demand recordings from previous webinars on smallbusinessuniversity.online. All of our webinars are full of incredible information to help you grow your business. This webinar is being recorded and will be made available within 24 hours on smallbusinessuniversity.online. In order to ensure optimal sound and video quality during this presentation, please make sure you are logged in using the latest version of Google Chrome. If you encounter any technical issues during the webinar, we suggest that you log out and log back in to reset your system. And now, I'm very excited to introduce today's webinar. Please take it away.
Good afternoon. My name is Justin Barton, and I'd like to welcome you all to today's webinar, Linking Up with Your Connection. We'd like to start off with discussing how to craft a business that's visible, attractive, and highly responsive with these proven fundamentals. We're going to learn how to make your business stand out and thrive in today's digital landscape. First is the power of social proof. So when we think about social proof, we want to do a few things. We want to build trust for the potential customers that they can help interact with you and your business. We want to be visible. We want to make sure that when people find us, what they find is important, such as reviews and testimonials from past or even current clients. And then conversion drivers such as, positive social proof that help the rates of your sales team and then backed up by your support team. So social proof is going to be very important to the success of your business. To complement that, we want to start creating compelling content. We first want to start by identifying your audience. So who are you creating content for? Once we identify that audience and we learn about their behaviors and what's going to be attractive for them to respond to your business, then we want to choose a platform. There is a lot of platforms out there to choose from especially across social media. So by identifying our audience, we're able to then decide, is my audience primarily on LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok, or do I need to look at other alternatives such as Spotify, Google, and so on, YouTube, etc. Next thing we want to look at is creating valuable content. So not only just developing content, but developing content that educates, entertains, and more importantly, solves problems for your audience. So by identifying the problems that your audience is currently facing and then complementing that with the content that not only educates and entertains them, but also focuses on solving those problems is going to be very huge for your business. Next is to be consistent. So are we consistently being consistent with our content creation and our posting? So if we're only posting once randomly every month or on odd times, like once this week and then nothing for 3 weeks. So we want to make sure that not only is our content consistent with our audience and we're on the right platform that they find it valuable, but we also want to stay consistent so that we stay top of mind. Now we can do some of this by leveraging AI for content creation. AI, if you're using it currently, have thought about using it, or have never used it before, AI can be very impactful when used effectively and efficiently in your business. You can do that by having things like idea generation. So using the tools to overcome writer's block, right? Brainstorming, We used to write that on paper with the web. Now we don't need to. We can use AI. And then moving on to things like first drafts. So not only starting with ideas, but also help jumpstart your content creation, right? Like what's going to attract that audience to your business. Next is going to be the editing assistance, right? So improve the writing and not only the grammar, but the style and some of the writing and offer, or getting your out there with headlines and stuff like that. So, and next is personalization. So being able to tailor the content to the users, to your audience based on their preferences and digital behaviors. So AI can really assist and scale that for your business. Next step we want to look at is removing friction in the buying process. So many businesses out there every business out there has a buying process. So if I walk into a store, I grab something off the shelf, I see a line of 10 people, or I see a self-checkout with no one, I'm probably going to take a self-checkout, right? Now, some customers might disagree with that, but at the end of the day, it's about being able to simply navigate. So if I walk into a store that I've never been into before, can I find the aisle with the bread, right? Is there signs pointing me? Is it easy to navigate through your store to find what I'm looking for? Same thing when it applies to digitally with your website. Can people easily navigate through your website and find what they're looking for, right? Now, once they do find what they're looking for, what the problem you're trying to solve or the benefit you're trying to provide as a business owner, then we want to really look at the streamline of the checkout, right? So again, if I found what I'm looking for with ease, it was nice signs and directions and aisles, and they were clean and everything was sorted, and I could really pick out like I like this, and now I want to go pay for it. So I walk up and there's like a line of 5 to 10 people, and then there's no self-checkout, so I'm here waiting, and then trying to find like, okay, how many steps are required in this process, right? So if we have 4 or 5 steps required in the checkout process, that's creating a lot of friction. And again, depending on your ticket, like if you're high ticket, there's going to be a multi-step process, but when you have a medium to lower end ticket, really it's a 1-step checkout, 2-step process tops, right? From your landing page, your funnel, what have you. Then when I actually get to be able to pay for the product that I want, now we're going to look at, okay, what options do I have? Cash only? Is it check? Can I use a credit card? If so, what type of credit card can I use? Can I use all the credit cards that are available to me? Or can I use things like Apple Pay, PayPal? Having multiple payment options really lowers friction because you're casting a wide net to a wide variety of your audience. And also it's good to know your audience and the demographic, because then you kind of know, like based on the generation, what they prefer to use for payment. And there's a lot of solutions out there that are able to be integrated with your business. So that's something to check into to keep your friction low in the buying process. Next is to provide clear information, right? So if, finding out what your buyer hesitation is truly valuable, and you can use AI to help identify those and then pick the top 3 hesitations that you feel your buyers may struggle with, and then identify those out in the open, be upfront with them, convey those, like, I know you might be thinking about this. Have you thought about this? And then we also know that that's an investment. So what we've done is we've done this, right? And navigate that client around the hesitation. So subconsciously offering risk reversals or anything to keep that buying process, the friction of that buying process, very low to minimal. Now we start with why. So the golden circle starts with why. Why do you do what you do? It's important to ask ourselves this, but it's also important to convey this so that others don't have to ask. We tell them why. So in your business, and why you do what you do, why do you do what you do, okay? And your organization exists for that purpose, and convey that clearly and effectively to your prospective audience, because then that'll lead into how, right? And you'll then be able to convey the processes and actions that your business takes, to convey the why for the audience, for the potential client, right? It's all about getting your customers and your clients, right? So going from the audience to the client and customer. So, and then the what. So this is the final piece, just as important as the other two, is the products and service you offer as a result of your why. Okay, so are you trying to provide benefit, or are you trying to solve a problem? And if so, how do those products or services relate effectively so the audience has a clear and concise message to say, oh, that does solve this problem. I want to purchase this, or I want to take action. So starting with why, going to how, and then defining the what is something that should be really clearly identified in your business through multiple channels and creating that consistency throughout your brand. Next would be to think about investing into a quality CRM. If you've used a CRM, great. If you haven't, it stands for Customer Relationship Management. So what it's going to do is centralize customer data. It's going to help you automate tasks to reduce redundancy. It's also going to make personalized communication. It's going to basically tailor a message to your customer with their name, and then also some of the preferences and behaviors that they may have, right? That you've already identified from the previous slides. Then the most important piece is going to track your interactions. So you're going to have multiple touch points, but it's going to monitor all of them for what we like to call one of the best things to focus on in your business is your customer service. Because your customer service, it's one thing to get a customer, it's another thing to keep a customer. So we want to have high quality customer service so that customer retention remains high and attrition remains low. So that all that stuff is very valuable in your business. Next, we want to talk about building connections with your audience, right? So we want to look at things like engaging authentically, right? Being genuine and interactions with your audience helps build trust, okay? So we're building trust because we're engaging with them from an authentic perspective. So again, determining who your audience is will help you better engage with them authentically, right? Knowing what demographic, what generation, what product or solution or problem you're trying to solve or solution you're trying to provide, right? And then execute that by providing value. So you can provide value in several different ways. What we like to recommend is providing high value at a low cost, right? So high value, low cost. And we look at that by saying, what type of helpful content, can we provide that's not expecting anything in return, right? And the next piece, we can obtain that by actively listening. So paying attention to the audience, the customer, and their feedback, and then responding thoughtfully. And then lastly, we want to do things like showing appreciation. Like I thank all of you for taking the time today to listen and be on this webinar. This is great. We love to interact with people, and we like to work with small businesses and help them achieve goals for their business. So that's just something we want to recognize and thank them for their support. Now we move on to the importance of accessibility. You're going to have items like multiple channels. So in the digital age, it's not just one thing. It's a multiple channel solution. So that varies across things like web chat, text message, email, social media platforms, etc. So you want to be able to offer support through those various channels, various platforms to your audience so that they can respond to you across multiple platforms, not just limited to email only or phone call, right? We want to give them multiple opportunities to respond. The next is when they respond to us, we want to be able to have quick response times, okay? Because the thing about quick response times is, one, it helps keep that customer or client engaged in your business, but also it shows them subconsciously that you value their time, right? So we call that like speed to lead, or just the success of support, right? So, and then having self-service options. In today's age, we see a lot of business owners providing powerful resources for their customers to find within their site that help answer questions on their own, right? So we're going to direct them, and that's like the navigation piece, being able to have a clear and direct way for those potential clients to have those resources to find the answers that they're looking for. Now we move into something, an awesome topic, like charming your audience on social media, right? So when we think about social media, we think there's a lot. There's a lot of social media platforms. So a couple key points, no matter what platform you're using, as a general overview of charming your audience on social media, no matter what platform you've identified or multiple platforms you identified, is to always show your personality, right? So what that means is you represent the brand, and you want that brand to have a unique voice that shines through the content that you're making, okay? You also want to stay engaged in conversations, right? Be responsive to comments and also participate in those discussions by providing, high value, right? High value responses, okay? Benefits to that audience, right? And that leads us into sharing valuable content, such as tips, insights, and information that you have determined that your audience finds useful and your audience has asked. You can do a Q&A and ask what your audience would find as useful, and then get the information and provide it to them as a benefit. And let's not forget that, especially today's age, is providing visual content as far as images that are very eye-catching, but also videos that stop the thumb, right? You have a video, it stops someone from scrolling, they pay attention to it, and then they take action. So those are some of the items that we want to look at there. And then we look at putting your best foot forward digitally, right? So before the digital age, you just put your best foot forward and meeting people, right? Not all of it was online. A lot of it was face-to-face. So you had to dress the part, look the part, talk the part, act the part. You only got one chance to make a first impression, right? So now the same thing, but digitally. So professional website, consistent branding, and high-quality visuals along with a clear value proposition. So when you start with a professional website, again, that is designed around your audience, right? The branding stays consistent across multiple platforms, and the messaging stays consistent with the visuals. Another is high quality visuals. Professional photography and graphics will really help scale that to stand out in a crowded market. And then you have a clear value proposition. So communicating, again, those products or services that you offer in a clear, concise manner about what problem you're solving or what benefit you're providing. The power of a first impression online is going to consist of a few items, such as website load times. You want to ensure that your site loads quickly, because if not, people are going to move on. They just are, right? Thinking of you not only as a business owner, but think of yourself as a client. If it doesn't load, you probably go to another site. The same thing with mobile responsiveness. 80+% of your website is going to be accessed from mobile users, not from desktop. Okay, so you want to make sure that it looks good on both, especially on the smartphones. And have clear navigation. We've all been to those sites where it's like that one button is being blocked by the other one. So you want to make sure that you're reviewing the site so that when people go to the site, they can clearly navigate through it and access the buttons that you have to guide them through your site, both desktop and mobile. Then have compelling headlines. Grab attentions with strong benefit-focused headlines. Who is your audience? What problem are you solving? And again, it's like we used to call it before the fold. Now it's before the scroll, right? So on that first section is, who's my audience? What are we talking about? What are we doing? Where are we going? Next, you want to craft an irresistible offer. So by understanding your audience, you'll then know what their wants and needs are. The next thing is to highlight the benefits. So you want to be able to focus on how your offer solves problems or improves their life. After we've understood the audience and highlighted the benefits, now we have to do something that's very crucial, which is create the urgency. We have to get them to take action. So limited time offers, act now, best offer of the year, don't miss out, fear, FOMO, fear of missing out, right? You want to add in these things, and then AI can really help you with those offers and help you scale them, right? To know, like maybe you want to run an A/B test, like which call to action is working better, right? And then offer guarantees. So what we call there is risk reversals, right? So money back guarantees, free trials. A famous one is if I don't get you on the first page of Google in 90 days, I'll give you $500 for wasting your time, right? So those are some powerful risk reversals and guarantees to provide that when you're creating an irresistible offer. Now you want to leverage your social proof effectively, okay? Because when you have your social proof, when you obtain it, like we discussed in the very beginning, now you want to leverage it effectively, such as like through testimonials, right? So feature detailed customer stories that are showcasing real results. So you want to find out what results you have in your business, okay, and what problem those results are solving, and then have the testimonial based around that. The same thing with a case study, providing an in-depth example of how you help specific clients overcome specific challenges, okay? Then you have things like trust badges where you can display certifications, awards. So people like that too. So those are 3 ways to leverage social proof effectively across your business platforms, whether it be website, social media, etc. Now we talk about creating a memorable brand identity, okay? When you see the golden arches, you know that that's McDonald's. You just do. Like, no matter where you are, no matter where you're driving on the highway, you see that, you're like, that's a McDonald's, right? So having a brand identity with visual elements is huge. So you want to develop a distinct color and logo, right? And then you want to have, choose fonts that reflect your brand personality. Then have a voice and a tone that is consistent way of communicating with your audience. Then offer the brand promise. Clearly articulate what your customers can expect from your brand. Are you a business that serves people, and what do you do? And then offer that brand promise. Okay, there's a lot of brands out there. If we went through the list, you would be able to quickly identify. I know what they do. I know that this is what I can expect when I go there, and so we're building off of that. And that different brands have different fonts, have different personalities, have different color schemes. It's very effective, like how you communicate your brand so that it's memorable to your audience. So after they see you about 4, 5, 6 times, they say, I know that. They almost feel like they know you now because you built that trust through just that brand identity. Then we want to optimize your website for conversions, because that's really what it's about. Your website is not just there and sitting there to say like, okay, great, here we are, we have a website. That's awesome. But if that's all it's doing, we really want to capitalize on what you already have. Okay. And so the best way to do that is the website that you have should be there to generate conversions from an audience, potential clients, so have you. So through clear calls to action, okay, buttons. Sometimes buttons bounce. Sometimes they give a clear direction, like take action now, click to buy. Another thing you can have is simplified forms, right? So form fields that collect a little bit of data and then set up a call or subscribe to our newsletter, different types of items there. Trust signals. You can display security badges and customer testimonials. So little quick 20-second videos of 20 different people on your site is highly effective. Things like A/B testing, we talked about that briefly, is comparing two different models to see like which one gets better conversion rates. And with that, we want to give away our first tech giveaway, which is Gamma. Okay, this presentation was built off Gamma, so we utilize them highly and effectively for you. We wanted to share this as a tech giveaway with them. They have a few really great solutions and a subscription plan, depending on how you want to scale that. Now we want to talk about the power of email marketing. Build your list, segment your audience, provide value, and optimize for mobile. So building a list, we all have a list of past clients, current clients, leads, through the forms with the newsletter sign up, email signups, etc. Right? Now we want to segment that audience because we want to know, like, okay, are these current subscribers, future subscribers, previous subscribers, right? So sometimes, we used to call that, retention, or, the team that used to call people that canceled 30 days ago and said, how can we win your business back? Right. And so you can do that through the power of email marketing as well. But again, providing value, providing useful information, just not promotional content. So having evergreen, valuable information that gets sent out that says, again, high value, low cost to you. Email is very inexpensive, but having high value that's not promotional, that's not salesy, that doesn't even, some don't even need to have a call to action, because again, you're using it for brand awareness. And optimizing for mobile, because again, we have to make sure everything looks great on smartphones and tablets. I can't remember, when the last time I checked my email first on like my desktop. It's always been my mobile. So the second tech giveaway that we have is a thing called Email Warmup from a company, Warmup Inbox, and it'll help you stop having your emails land in the spam box, because Google and Outlook and a few others have really dramatically changed the way that they do things. Google right now is at like a 0.3% spam rate. So if your email is new and hasn't been warmed up, you definitely want to take advantage of this service, to where they will help you with your deliverability on cold email campaigns. And that link will be in the chat. Next, you want to move into leveraging video marketing, right? So really cool features here with video marketing, such as explainer videos, which I enjoy. They go through a little diagram, and sometimes they can be cartoonish or whatever, but they really help showcase your products as well. Okay. Another you can do is behind the scenes, right? So give the viewers a peek into your business. If you have storefronts, if you have a team, if you have a whole culture built, hire a videographer to come in and just do a quick walkthrough, 30 seconds, snippet, some clips together, and it gives that real live approach to your business, right? The next is going to be your customer testimonials. And so we want to say, like, let satisfied customers share their experience on camera. Those, however, can be very difficult to obtain. We're going to get to that in just a second. But then there's live streaming. Go live, right? Do real-time video. There's podcasts, and there's going live on Facebook and YouTube. Think about that the next time you're at an event. Go live at that event so that people can see you there, or go live at your business, or maybe if you're with a current client and they're okay with it, you can go live with that interaction or that product experience. Really cool to stream. But going back a step to the customer testimonials, and so this leads us into our next tech giveaway, right, is to this company. This company is great. Video Ask. They are great at obtaining a video from a link sent to the client. Okay, we've used this too. And they click the link, it turns it to selfie, they record the video, consent to the video, submit the video, and then you can post the video on your website. Highly effective for capturing video testimonials from clients, very low friction. Okay, so hire the opt-in because low friction. They don't have to record on their phone and try to send it to you, Dropbox it, or Google Drive, none of that. They can just use this platform. Then you have the consent, and you have the, you also can help them navigate to where, let's say they don't want to do a video. They just don't want to do a video. That's okay. You can have them turn the video off and just record an audio, right? That's an option. Or let's say they want to do neither, but they do want to give you a review. So you can capture Google and Facebook and Trustpilot reviews right through this system as another option for them to complete. Highly effective system. That'll be in the chat as well. That'll really help your business capture those items for your clients. Now we move into a topic that everyone loves to talk about, such as mastering your local SEO, search engine optimization, right? I can say it, understanding it is a different thing. So I had to do some research in this. We have a team, they really help out, do a great job. But looking at this for your business is mastering your local SEO is big, because that's what people are searching for you on, right? They're going to things like Google My Business, right? And you want to optimize your Google business page, right, for the listing that's accurate information. And don't forget, more importantly, having photos on there. Everyone kind of misses that step. I mean, us included sometimes. We sometimes leave them out like, no, it's Facebook and Instagram, but we leave out Google business to post on. The next is your local keywords. AI can help you with this, but you want to focus on location-specific terms and put that in your website content so that when your audience is searching, Google and all those search engines are finding that content in your website and putting you in front of them. That's SEO, search engine optimization. So online directories. Ensure your business is listed in relevant local directories. Now, we'll have a little giveaway for that in just a second. But next, we're going to talk about local link building. Okay, so you can partner with other local businesses for mutual promotions. Okay, so it's important to know that when you reach out to a business, hey, can I put a link on your website? You can put your link on mine, right? You can share and partner with other businesses for that mutual promotion, which helps things like backlinks and so on. Now, talking about the local directories real quick, again, briefly, is there's over 100, right? And that's difficult for a lot of business owners. Like, how am I going to keep up with putting my business across all these? Well, we have a nice tech giveaway for you. A company called Yext. And they help you have a digital presence on multiple directories. I want to say 93 plus directories at one click. So you can put your information in once and they will do the work for you and then keep up with it on a monthly basis. So great tech giveaway for there to help with your local SEO and continue to watch your business grow. Now we want to talk about building a strong online community, right? You can build communities online, Facebook communities, your own community. You know, there's some platforms that have communities built in. Those things can help you foster discussions, keeping and encouraging members to stay engaged with their experience and ask questions. You can then make your audience feel recognized, right? So the active members, you know, they get a badge. You know, if you're active on someone's site on social media, sometimes you get a badge for being a, active member. You can host events, right? Virtual meetups, Q&A, anything to boost engagement inside your community. So if you have a list for your CRM of 10,000 people, you want to have those same 10,000 people in your own community because they're going to see it first, right? And then moderate this effectively. Everyone knows that when you join a group and there's those posts that are not relevant, you want to make sure that the moderator is keeping a positive environment and addressing conflicts properly, and then making sure that only the people that the community is relevant to are able to be in the community for the business. Now we want to talk about implementing effective customer service. We talked about this prior, and I don't think we can talk about it enough sometimes. I think the most reason why we switch from business to business and dealing with certain businesses or go to competitors of the business is highly impacted by the current company's customer service. So again, we want to talk about things like the multi-channel support. So offering support and guidance through phone, email, chat, social media, SMS, and when we say chat, we're talking about web chat, or, if you have a 24/7 support line that someone's going to respond to and be able to message back and forth with a live representative. Doing Zoom or even Loom videos is very huge. And then again, back to the self-service resources. So creating a knowledge base and FAQs for the common issues. Include video with those. Loom is a great tool. I don't know if we added it in there, but I think it's loom.com. But it's very beneficial. I know Sandra's with me, helping me today, and I'm always off the cuff just a little bit. She does great. But, Loom will help you add videos to that knowledge base, which again, the 2-minute visual clips is highly impactful to the success of your customer service. And then personalized interaction, right? So it's not a one size fits all. We want to have a staff that, understands that each customer, needs to have that tailored solution, right? So that's a big deal in the success of your customer service. Now we talk about something fun, which is leveraging influencer marketing, right? So we want to identify relevant influencers. We can find influencers whose audience align with your target market, right? I know we didn't used to have to do this years ago, but this is where this is going. Okay, it's going in this direction. So, we can help AI help me identify the top 10 influencers for this audience related to these types of things. You can power prompt ChatGPT and other AIs to assist you with that. And then look at developing partnerships with those chosen influencers that are going to benefit each of your relationship. Okay. And then they can help you create authentic content. You can work with them because that's what they do. They're influencers, right? So, they can work with you on your clientele, on your business, and help you do that. And then you want to also, highly important with everything that we've discussed, is that when we're doing these types of advertising and marketing, is we have to have trackable results, right? We have to be able to measure the campaign's effectiveness. And so that's something that when we focus on that, we want to look at our tech giveaway, which I'm probably going to butcher this name, but Beat Oven, right, is a royalty-free AI music generator that can help you with some background music and assist with that type of video content, whether it's influencer-based or not, right? So another tech giveaway, Beat Oven, or I like to say Beethoven. I don't know, I could go either way. But I think that it's going to be highly effective as another free tech giveaway for your business. So something to look at there. And then we want to look about optimizing for voice search. A lot of people are holding the phone now saying, find me this, right? So we want to optimize your business for those people that are searching for voice. So utilizing, natural language, okay, focus on local SEO again, those keywords, even though it's a voice search, they have to pop up, they can find those. Creating FAQ pages, okay? What's a business that would help me solve this problem? Well, wouldn't it be great if you had 3 FAQs based around that one problem that person is voice searching for? And then improve your site speed. You want to make sure that your site loads quick and it has a better voice search performance, okay? Now, one thing that can help with some AI audio and realistic speech is 11 Labs, okay, is a free text-to-speech AI voice generator. So this is something that you can utilize in your business to take your text to speech. So if you have this text, you can take it to speech, and you can also create audio within your site along with video. Highly effective, will really help your business stand out in the digital age. Now we want to talk about implementing effective retargeting strategies, okay? So we're looking at segment for your audience, okay? So the reason retargeting is somebody went there, they clicked, okay? I don't want to retarget them. We kind of want to follow them, right, digitally. So, but we want to segment your audience for the retargeting list based on their behaviors. And then based on that segmented list for retargeting and that behavior, we can create compelling ads that are designed for the follow-up offerings and to follow them in their digital footprint and to keep being like reminders, like that postcard that came out every month. Finally, you're like, I don't know, I might have been Publishers Clearinghouse. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but it was a real thing. So now we're going to do that. We're going to do it digitally, right? So then set frequency gaps, because this is important. So we want to avoid ad fatigue by limiting how often the users will see your ad. So the same thing, like if they're getting a postcard every week, it's going to be like that yellow card just goes right in the trash. So the same thing with digital. If we keep putting the same ad, they're just going to get fatigued. We're going to have to swap out the ads more frequently. So we have to find the good balance of your frequency caps with your audience. Then we want to offer incentives. So providing special deals and encourage previous visitors to return. So let's say someone bought something from you, and then we have a system set up to where it says, hey, Justin, you haven't bought this, you purchased this 90 days ago. We see a lot of clients that have also purchased this, and this. Would you be interested in half off of one of these items? You can do that to incentivize your audience to take further action and buy a product from you. Then we move into mastering content marketing. So this is huge for your content and your ad creatives. So develop a strategy, right? You have to create a content plan that's aligned with your business goals. Don't just keep having the same post over and over. do a, people that have a plan, what they'll do is they'll do a marketing plan. They'll say, I want these 4 posts based on these 4 categories. They have 4 alternative posts. So then it's mixed up every week, every month for a year. That's a great strategy, and it works. Okay. And then diversify your content types. Okay. Blogs, videos, infographics, podcasts. Okay. Mixing those in, diversifying those helps reach a different audience, right? But also keeps it mixed up to where you're capturing this audience this time and the next audience that time. And you're also optimizing your SEO in the same performance to become highly effective with relevant keywords and promote effectively by sharing your content across multiple channels for maximum reach. Another tech giveaway is Ad Creative AI. It's going to help you build not only your ad creatives, but your content to go with those creatives and mix it up from different types of social media and display ads. Utilizing generated content, want to focus on photo contests, reviews and ratings, video testimonials, and branded hashtags. So again, having photo contests, getting people engaged by taking photos in your business or giving you reviews and then sharing those reviews across social media is huge. The video testimonials, again, we can't stress enough, and along with branded hashtags, having the same 3 to 5 hashtags for your business is going to keep that consistency. And another tech giveaway here is Midjourney, where you can use this to get very creative with your creatives, and it's highly impactful. We'll have that in the chat as well. Then we want to talk about implementing chatbots for customer service, right? So 24/7 availability, quick response, lead qualification, and a human handoff. So we're going to look at a virtual receptionist, a chat bot, as a way to have 24/7 coverage for that customer support, a quick response to show the customer that you value their time, lead qualifications to help your team focus on qualified clients that are ready to take action now, and then the human handoff. And we're going to leverage the data analytics for business growth. We're going to track, remember how we were always tracking? We're tracking key metrics is KPIs, which is key performance indicators to measure your business performance. We're going to analyze your customer behavior, use data to understand their preferences and patterns, and then we're going to optimize the marketing spend, right? Because we want to get the best ROI out of your budget as possible. So that's why we're always tracking, because the data will really help us maximize your return on investment for your budget. Creating a seamless omni-channel experience. Again, we talked about this. This is huge for the consistent branding, data integration, cross-channel communication, and personalized experience. So maintaining uniform messaging and visuals across channels, unifying customer data from various touch points, and then also being able to have people respond in multiple channels to where you can access that effectively for your communication, and then create a personalized experience for them. Now we want to embrace continuous improvement, okay? So we want to gather feedback. We want to be able to analyze the data, okay? And then we want to stay updated and then implement changes. So we want to act on the insights to continuously enhance your business. Okay, so between gathering the data, gathering the feedback, analyzing your data, staying updated, and implementing those changes, you will always keep your brand top of mind, top of focus for your client. Now, this is another thing that we lead into here is, now imagine if you had everything we just discussed in one Connextion. So we'd like to welcome you to your Connextion to clients. We quickly capture and convert clients before they slip away. We have several methods that can do this, but at Connextion, we start with yes. Industry-leading service with a full suite of solutions. We have strategic digital media planning, unlimited digital media platforms, dedicated account management, and insightful reports and analytics. Again, with those KPIs, with 24/7 real-time tracking. We have a seasoned, dedicated client success and client service experts from 24/7 support to a dedicated account management rep to help your business become successful across unlimited digital media platforms, okay? That's broken down by data source and silos to help target where your client is. But let's not forget about one more important tip of that is geofencing and circling areas to help identify clients that go in and out of that geofence. And then using a strategic digital media planning, okay, to be highly successful and to keep that ROI top of mind. And that's something with Connextion. We have plans for all businesses of all sizes and budgets as low as $17 a day. That's right, $17 a day budget. Sorry. So we can help your business grow and scale and automate processes within your business that we discussed today with the full suite of solutions that we have, from digital out of home to CTV, video, display, search engine marketing, social media marketing, and all the data to go around. We can connect to your clients wherever they are. We can put you where they are, which is more important. But wait, there's more. I don't know if anyone remembers that, but included with all the plans, we talk about things like CRM and everything that we discussed. We have that included with all the plans. So from unlimited contacts, calendars, chats, funnels, landing pages, campaigns, workflows and triggers, two-way communication, 24/7 virtual receptionist, reputation management, social media planner, Facebook Messenger, missed call, text back, another huge one while you're working, it responds back, providing you local numbers, website and blogs, text-to-pay options, web chat, invoices, etc. We have it all in one connection for your business, because we know that in order for your business to be successful, we want to have you have the tools to continue making it to be successful and not have the overwhelmed feeling of having to build this out yourself. So many systems out there provide you just that, a system, and say, here's the options, have fun, build it out. No, ours is a business in a box solution from full suite of solutions from end to end, client, nurture to close. Okay, we're focused on your business and we believe in earning your business every month. That's why we don't have any contracts or commitments. Okay, so our focus is to continue to be a value added resource for your business. So we like to let's start building your connection today. We'd like to thank you for attending. We've added a link in the chat to schedule a discovery call so that we can learn more about your business and how we can have a solution to help make your business more successful by connecting you to your clients. I'd like to thank you for the time today. It's been wonderful. Hopefully you all have gotten some really valuable insights from this, and we look forward to speaking with you again soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that informative presentation. We really enjoyed it. As a reminder, this webinar was recorded and will be available on demand within 24 hours on smallbusinessuniversity.online. Please remember to frequently check out our webinar schedule on smallbusinessuniversity.online for other great weekly business building webinars. Thank you all for joining us and have a great rest of your day.